post is 12 feet. I think I sunk it about 3 feet, and looks like the hole was maybe a foot in diameter. At this point, everything except for the wheel and these rollers is pressure treated. There's a bottom roller, top roller, and the weight of the lid causes a clockwise torque here, which pushes this one toward this vertical post and pulls that one toward the vertical post. The square tubing is important because I wanted the lid and the post to rotate together. I also wanted to have the lid be able to ride up and down. So this kind of a roller system keeps the lid from sliding around on the post. It keeps it pointing the same direction. This is what the rollers looked like yesterday. They're PVC pipe around sections of plywood, and these had weathered for 8 months. I just covered them up with some epoxy and then painted them yesterday. Put in new bearings. Those are 1/2-inch bearings. This block on the back right here, little piece of 4x4, is just to keep the lid from going around and hitting our windows. It's hard to see, but underneath there are 2 washers. One washer is attached to this piece, the bottom of the post. One washer is attached to this base. What you can't see is the 1/2-inch rod that comes out of the post and goes into a corresponding hole in the base. That's the pivot point. That's the axis for the post that rotates the boom. The purpose of the washers is to keep the wood from tearing out. I had a lot of trouble with that in the beginning. Up at the top, same kind of system. You can see there's a washer, and then there's a, you know what? That's what happened to my big washer. I lost my big washer that I was using to go behind the wheel. And I used it up there when I redid things. Cable goes up from the pieces connected to the lid up into this hole. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see anything up there, but there's a brass bushing just like these on this bolt that's going through. So the cable's going around the brass bushing, then it goes between these 2 guides. So the cable goes through here, over the pulley, and then down to the wheel. And when this swings around, the cable runs over this side instead of the other side. You can see from the knurled pattern there, this side gets a little more action. I just added this thingamabob yesterday. So inside here is a magnet. In fact, I don't know why I drilled the hole all the way through, but maybe you can see it down in that hole. And inside here, there's another magnet that's glued into this aluminum. And that just keeps this piece and this piece together. I just welded this, added this on yesterday just for that. And it's a pretty good system for getting the lid pointing in the right direction. I wanted it to stay that direction if I raise it all the way up, so I can keep it as a roof over that. And then it's not so strong that I can't pull it apart. This is the second boom design. The original design had the boom coming out, and then this distance right here was shorter, and the roller was right here. And there were some like braces coming across here, and there was no chain. And I tried it out, and there was a whole lot of bend in this. I could lift it up, but it would go wah, 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 wah. So I lengthened this to make the triangle taller. I added chain instead of having a cross brace, and it worked. problem is the distance from here to there is smaller. So if I want to use this as a roof, I don't have as much space. So I really think that I could cut it off about right here, bring this point down to there. That would give me 8 inches more headroom, and that would be a little bit better. This little doohickey was an afterthought. You can see me using it in the video. When this swings around and goes way over there, you can reach over and grab this and pull it, but you can't get much torque on it. So I've got a string tied around here. You can imagine this pointing out that way. The rope that's connected to it's going to go at an angle. So I can just pull on here and then I get good torque. Here's my high-tech ratchet. Oh, by the way, if you look at what this cable is doing, it's coming down here and it's attached on the outside, on the opposite side from the post, and that torques the wheel over a little bit and causes some friction. And at first I was worried about that, but I don't really mind it because it makes it easier to get control of this when I lower it. You can see it's not just running away from me.